break down. Everybody wants to break down tonight. Break down. Kurt Russell. Hell yeah, we have finally made it. This is what I've been reaching for this entire time. I only made this channel to make a very specific breakdown video, and that day is here. Because today, I am doing a breakdown of the movie Breakdown. And this is actually one of the most requested videos I have on this channel, so here it is. Here is the breakdown. The breakdown of Breakdown. Kurt Russell plays Jeff Taylor, and he and his wife Amy, played by Kathleen Quinlan, are driving from Boston to San Diego in a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And I'm almost wondering if this movie was sponsored by Jeep, because they make this car seem like the greatest automobile ever assembled. Also, who the hell drives across the country in Dockers and a tucked-in polo shirt? I'm wearing some fucking tearaways and Crocs. So they're driving through the desert when they narrowly avoid hitting another truck.
Bow, bow, I'm Derek, and I can sing high like this, and I can sing high.
And then later at the gas station, Jeff is confronted by the driver of the truck, a man named Earl, played by MC Gainey. And it goes about how you would expect any interaction between a hillbilly and a guy wearing a polo shirt in the desert to go.
Looks to me like you sprung for the whole 9 yards.
But suppose that rig of yours there is what you really need out here, huh?
Why would you want a piece of shit like that when you got a ride like this?
Oh man, Jeff, do not try to flatter a bumpkin. Basically, anything you say at this point, they will think that you're making fun of them. They're a proud people, those white trash. And so after a tense exchange, the Taylors take off down the road, and Amy goes over the snacks that she bought at the gas station.
Snowballs.
Disgusting.
Yoo-hoo.
Chocolate water.
And moonfight.
Anything with marshmallows is just horrible. Like, Amy, do you want to have diarrhea in the middle of the desert? Because that's how you get diarrhea in the middle of the desert. And she also got powdered donuts, which are good, but not in a car. You'd have powdered sugar all over your shirt and your hands. Like, when I'm driving, I don't want to eat anything that might require me to have to lick my fingers and then touch the steering wheel. You're 0 for 4, Amy. Get it together. Like, grab a bag of Gardettos and a Mountain Dew. Hell, I'd even accept the handicap hot fries. Like something. Is this your first time on a road trip? And Amy remarks on a contest on the donut package, where if you win, you can choose between $90,000 or 90,000 donuts. Now, a $90,000 lump sum is nice, but if you invest those 90,000 donuts, you'll be set for life. And just then, their car malfunctions and comes to a stop. Oh shit. So, just then their car suffers a breakdown. That would have been way better. All right, let me make a note. Include the word breakdown to feed the algo. And Earl drives by and honks at them, and then he turns around about a mile down the road, and it produces just the right level of subtle dread. But just then a trucker pulls up and scares Earl away. And the trucker is played by the greatest character actor to ever do it, J.T. Walsh, in his final film. And what a great final film it is. And what a great final role this is, because J.T. plays Red Barr, and he offers to give them a ride to a diner 5 miles down the road so they can call a tow truck from the payphone. But Jeff says that the car's probably just overheated, and he tells Red that they'll be fine. Amy doesn't like that idea since it's about to be dark, so she agrees to go with Red while Jeff stays with the car. And a long time passes and still no tow truck or any word from his wife. And Jeff is looking at the engine when he notices a cable is loose, and the car fires right up. He makes his way to the diner, but the bartender says that no one matching his wife's description came in, and he's extremely indifferent to Jeff's plight. In fact, no one gives a shit about Jeff, and it's because these are simple desert folk, and this guy dresses like he owns a sailboat called the Summer Breeze. Like, wear gym shorts and a cutoff t-shirt when on a road trip, Jeff. These people would be way more inclined to help you. And Jeff decides to drive to the next town to see if his wife went there when he sees Red's semi and flags him down. But in what I now know is gaslighting, Red claims that he never saw him or his wife before. And just then a cop pulls up. Okay, he'll get to the bottom of this. Oh shit, I'm sorry, Jeff. You do not put this dude in your movie to be helpful. So Rex Lynn plays Sheriff Boyd, and he searches the truck. And now, if Sheriff Boyd were played by, like, I don't know, Dermot Mulroney, then at this point, we would see Red just put a bullet in the back of his head. But you don't mess with Rex Lynn, you give him a wide berth.
Mr. Taylor, did you, by any chance have a beef with your wife today?
No, it was mostly sweets. Ba-doom-tsh. Oh yeah, officer, you see, I transport the worldly possessions of recently divorced men who are moving in with their brothers. That's a good gig. And so Boyd takes Red at his word and lets him go and suggests that maybe Jeff's wife skipped out on him.
Officer, I'd really like to stay and help, but I got a long haul to Fresno.
If I don't get this guy his hot plate and blacklight posters, I don't know what he might do. So Red takes off, and Sheriff Boyd tells Jeff to head back to town and talk to his deputy who will fill out a police report.
We get these kind of pictures all the time from all over the place.
And oh man, the entire police department is comprised of members of Eric Quaylen's crew. God, Jeff cannot catch a break.
You know, there's over 100,000 people go missing in this country every year. Runaways, deadbeat dads, dropouts. I'm not saying that your wife is one of them.
No, you're right. She is not a deadbeat dad. So the deputy tells Jeff to go back to the diner to wait for his wife, and everyone there is even less helpful than the last time. Oh, don't do that. You see, Jeff, these people don't take kindly to, oh my god, okay, everything is starting to fall apart. Oh shit, I should have said everything is starting to break down. Fuck! And so Jeff takes off to use the payphone when he meets a mentally disabled man named Billy, and Billy says that he saw Jeff's wife show up in a semi, but then said she left on another truck, and that all the police in town are in on it. And Jeff takes off down the road when he gets stopped at gunpoint by Earl. Now for other vehicles that claim to be off-road, this would be the end of the line. But Jeff, you're in a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Pop that baby into four-wheel drive and leave all your troubles behind. Smooth riding, Jeff. Smooth, oh my god, okay, we here at Jeep never claimed that they could float. That was some bullshit spun by our competitors, but everything else is pure Jeep. And so Jeff ditches the finest automobile ever made by God and gets carried downriver. And he gets knocked out by Billy, who we learn is also in on the scheme, and they tell Jeff that his wife told him that he was the donut king of the Midwest, and they want Jeff to tell them the same amount of money in his bank account that his wife told them, so that they know that she's not lying. And Jeff realizes that she used the donut prize as a way to buy some time, and Jeff knows what answer they're looking for.
The slut was lying to save her ass. Piece of shit.
Jesus,
I'm gonna do him.
30,000!
90,000 donuts in my savings. Ooh, Jeff. So close. It was a 50-50 shot. So Red tells him to go to the bank and withdraw $90,000. And they call in a fake accident to get the only cop out of town.
It's going to take about 20 minutes for that cracker to get out to the connector, another 10 minutes to see there's no accident, another 20 minutes to get back in. That's 50 minutes. That is exactly the amount of time you have to get me my money.
And fun fact, there's exactly 50 minutes left in this movie.
And if we see anything unusual, well, you can just keep your fucking money, Jeff. And I'll send you pieces of her from time to time.
Oh man, J.T. Walsh, just so good. So Jeff goes to the bank, but he only has $5,000 in his account. And he starts to tell the bank manager about his wife, but he thinks that he's being watched. And so he steals a letter opener and wrappers for stacks of bills. When he leaves, he gets a call from Red and tells him that he got all $90,000. And Red tells him to walk down the road and a car will pick him up. And Earl pulls up and demands the money and tapes Jeff's hands together and drives off down the road. And we learn that they've done this numerous times. And like by this point, if I was Jeff, my nerves would be completely shot. I'd just be on the verge of a mental health crisis. Oh, I mean, I'd be on the verge of a nervous breakdown. The hell is wrong with me? So Jeff manages to cut himself free, and he's able to subdue Earl, and he takes off, but Sheriff Boyd sees him and pulls him over, and Earl shoots Boyd, and then Boyd kills Earl.
Shots fired.
You got what we need.
Officer down.
Get off the radio.
Suspect identified.
No name. An open line.
Get an ambulance, he's been shot.
Stop transmitting, you stupid bastard!
They're coming.
And he heads to the truck stop to find his wife, and while there, he overhears Red telling Billy to get Amy and meet him at the barn, and Jeff hitches a ride underneath the semi, and Red makes it to the barn, which we learn is his house, where he lives with his wife and son.
Daddy, home!
Hey, Deke, miss me?
Yeah. Deke, get back to bed. Warren, I thought you were coming back next week.
And his name is Warren. Oh, definitely lost some mystique there. Zero riz, as the kids say, 9 months ago. And so Red tells his son Deke to open up the barn for him, and what the hell is that?
Deke is short for Ezekiel, father.
And just then, Red's wife calls him in for breakfast, and so they put Amy in the freezer underneath a hidden hatch on the floor. And Jeff's unable to get the hatch door open, but he finds a gun and he breaks into Red's house. And then he threatens to shoot him if he doesn't give him the key.
Warren, what's going on?
I don't know, honey. Just stay calm.
Your husband's a murderer and a kidnapper is what's going on. Now give me the fucking key!
Freeze, mister.
Now, Deke, you don't want to do that.
Judgment Day, motherfucker.
But then Jeff is able to disarm Deke, and he shoots Red's associate Al, but Billy takes off, and Jeff takes the rest of them out to the barn and makes Red's wife open the freezer, and they find Amy. He then locks the entire Barr family in the hole, but Billy's still on the loose. So they run to a trailer and pickup truck on the property, and Billy lets Red loose, and he chases after him, and the next 20 minutes are just pure awesomeness. Red barrels his semi through the trailer. Jeff and Amy get in the car, and then he's chased by Al, Billy, and Red. Then they manage to flip Billy's car, and it blows up. And then the trailer detaches from Red's semi, and Al drives through it and dies. When they get to the bridge, Red tries to drive their truck over the edge, and Jeff jumps into the semi, and they drive it over to get stuck, and they get into a fight, and Jeff manages to knock Red to the bottom. He climbs up, frees his wife, but they look down, notice that Red's still alive, and then Amy just obliterates him. Probably one of the more satisfying villain deaths. And then end credits. Honestly, like, this movie's only an hour and a half long. I would have been fine with like a 15-minute epilogue that just like showed the cops going through Red's entire barn and like learning about all the people that they killed over the years. And so that was a breakdown of breakdown. I gotta say, let's get back to more of these types of movies. Just 90 minutes of pure suspense and action. Like, let's clone JT Walsh and have some fun at the movies again. And if you like this video, be sure to check out more amazing Distracted Nerd reviews. Shit, I mean, Distracted Nerd breakdowns. Fuck!
Oh, what is this?
This is actually worst nightmare material here. Not only is he clearly in the wrong time, and then everyone's just making fun of his clothes and his little stomp. I mean, I guess it happens to me in my own time, but it would be equally bad in the future.
This man, sir, he's apparently British.
He called a cookie a biscuit. Really freaked out my men.
The whirlpool's too strong for our engines. The ship's breaking up. Hang tight, Gutter Baby. I just got a mean idea.
Why don't we invite Shipwreck to a costume party? But when he shows up, nobody else is in costume. He'll feel really self-conscious, but we'll try to laugh it off the whole time. But no one will care about that, and they'll treat him like a stupid asshole. Wow, Torpedo, that might be too mean of an idea.
Torpedo, you got any more mean ideas?
How about we fill a garbage can with water, pee, and poop, and all sorts of disgusting things, and then when we prop it up against Shipwreck's door and ring the bell, he'll open it, and all the piss and shit dumps into his apartment. Jesus, Torpedo, I don't even think he's met Shipwreck yet. When we last saw Batman and Robin, Ma Parker had just had one of the prisoners plant a bomb in the Batmobile that will explode when Batman goes over 60 miles per hour.
You see that sign, Robin? Speed limit, 55 miles an hour. A good driver always observes the speed laws.
But she didn't factor in what a dork Batman is.
What worries me is what that trustee said.
What was that?
That Warden Crichton does 70 miles per hour on this road.
The warden wouldn't break the speed laws.
Maybe he wanted us to drive faster.
You're just now getting suspicious of the prisoner that was messing around under the hood of your car. And so they pull over and notice that there's dynamite under the hood. And you know, Ma Parker already had control of the prison. She could have just shot Batman and Robin when he was in the warden's office, and her plan would be exactly the same. I mean, the show would be over, but then you could have Alfred and Harriet become the new dynamic duo. Alfred would be all suave and debonair, and Aunt Harriet would fall down an open manhole and break her neck. The Penguin would scurry out of the shadows to devour her corpse, bones and all.